Hello my lords and ladies, and welcome back to my channel. This will be the second video of the Orlennian hovel series, and today we will be focusing on interior work and extra decoration. So, let's get into it, shall we my lords and ladies? Yes, we shall. Oh, what a lovely day out here. I love these mountains. It's honestly so great. I wish I had them in my server. But shall we begin by creating the interior? Alright, so before, I left us with a pretty bare bones building, but we shall work with it nonetheless. First thing we should work with is the windows, because we cannot have mobs shooting at you from outside, so we should choose from the color palette here. I will choose red because that is our traditional... Okay, red might not work. Red definitely works if you continue to use the brown palette, but we kind of broke that in the last video. So forgive me if you're going to see me experiment for a moment. Why don't you try green? Yes, green works perfectly. And no, I'm not trying to create a Christmas house, but if you wish to view it that way, you can go right ahead. It is the Christmas season after all, so perhaps I may be in the mood. But yeah, this is how you finish the Orlennian house when it comes to the windows. As you see, it is fine. Oh, forgot you, little guy. Okay, now we are complete. So we shall focus on the interior. Now this is a living space, kitchen, so why don't we bring out our appliances? You definitely need your 3 furnaces, your crafting bench, and a couple chests. So let's go ahead and get those. Perhaps maybe even a barrel too. So let's put the barrels in the closet. Honestly, they fit the storage vibes, so we might as well. And we should probably finish this this staircase here. It's going to be hectic getting down, but overall these chests should still be accessible. So once put in, it should not be a problem. Okay, we might need to quench that little problem there. Just a minor thing, but it's what you have to do unless you can use the debug stick, but in most servers you can't, so forget about that. Now we put doors. For the Orlennian house, the typical door is the spruce door. It fits the medieval theme perfectly, but if you wish to go fancy, I recommend the dark oak door. But for simplicity's sake, we will be using this. And let's go ahead and place the appliances. So, oh, we forgot cauldrons. How can we forget cauldrons? Oh, I spelled that wrong. Excuse me. I have been working with linguistics a lot lately. Okay, there we go. Now we will place this like such. And we will have a smoker and a blast furnace. And we will have normal furnaces here. Up here, you will have your chests, so why don't you go ahead and place those. And crafting bench should be, your crafting bench should be close to the entrance of the house, I think. Oh no, here is perfect because it's out of the way and you won't have to worry about it. Now, if you wanted to go all modern, you could put some faucets here, but we are not going to because this is a medieval household. But you should go ahead and always fill your cauldrons with water. If you want to make it look extremely realistic, you will get a water bottle. Where are the water bottles? I can't... Ah, here it is. They should put it with the potions. Anyway, just make it uneven. Just make it vary. Now, in most other parts of the server that I am in, I use image maps, which put knives here. But you cannot do that, so I'm going to have to access my toolbar. This is my toolbar. It's a mess, forgive me. But in the toolbar, I have invisible item frames. This will still be of use when it comes to hanging up knives and tools that you will use for cooking. You could even put your hunting weapons there if you like. So just put it there like so, and that would be great. Also grab these item frames and place them onto the counter, because you will need to put food items there. I would recommend putting meat on top of smoker, make it look like it's cooking, and let's just have a raw piece of meat here as well, as if you're in the process. And let us put a little pie here. Alright, so over here there will have to be a kitchen table. So let's bring that out. Since we're already using spruce, we might as well bring out the dark oak again. Because dark oak is honestly perfect for... nah, too fancy. We will have to use spruce again. Dark oak is perfect for furniture in my opinion, but it is not what would be in this house, so if you want a humble life, I would recommend adding spruce. And we will have a little table here, like so, built in. And we will have little seats here. Use doors. I already have one in my inventory. Use doors for the back, like so. And if you want to add sides, you could either do this. However, it makes the chair look like some sort of execution chair. So no, I will not use that. But if you want to, feel free. Or, if you wish, you can use signs. Signs are honestly my favorite method to adding armrests on the chairs. So continue to do that. And yeah, that is how you make a proper chair. Now let us add some cake, because why not? Orlennia is a wealthy country after all. And let us add more item frames again. You are going to place items onto the table. Now, usually in most of my builds I use custom heads, but we are going to work assuming that you don't have access to this. So let us put some mushroom stew instead, or maybe some bread over here. That looks good. We need some variety. And possibly a carrot over here. Alright, maybe we're a little heavy on the cake. Alright, the cake should be at the side. But if you do want the idea of creating a plate for your table, I would actually recommend using the normal item frame. Because look, the normal item frame looks like a small wooden plate, and that just looks nice. It is prepared. It is ready for your use. And that is how you create a table. The last thing I would do to make this room look extra homey is put a piece of carpet. Try to make it a little colorful. For Orlennia, the typical carpet is red. So place some red carpet. And yeah, now you walk in and you feel like it is home. And that is the intent on creating a house like this. But it needs lighting like every other house, so be sure to place torches. I will place them there, there, and there. And one thing you could do with the invisible item frame is you place them where the torches are and get some sort of slab. I will use smooth stone slab, like so, and we will put it there like such. You see, it's holding the actually that's a little too smooth for my liking. Let's just get stone. Grab some stone, put that there. Perfect. It is holding the torch in place, and you will not have to worry about the torch falling and burning the house down. Now, if you really want to go fancy, which I'm not going to, actually I might, you know me better than anyone, just add a bit of framing here and some diversity. You see, now you walk in and it looks like the room is bigger than it actually is. Let's see, can we do anything to the ceiling? I mean, if you want to try a chandelier, you could put one here like such, just a small one. But it seems too big, so we're going to just keep the roominess of the room. And that is it for the first floor of your building. Now the second floor always needs work. And I think we are going to have a third floor too. So let's go ahead and continue our work on this build by raising the roof. Like such. Build it up 4 blocks tall and bring it over. Let's see. Yes, bring it over. I sort of don't like how it's creating that little overhang feel. We might have to change this or edit this for our liking. But as I said before, it is truly up to you. Alright. So that is it for framing. Now this rail that we added before, we'll have to raise it up an extra floor because it will not be needed on that floor. Instead, we are going to make a brand new staircase. Oh, press left shift to place a usable block over a usable block. For those of you who don't know. Okay, we will put this back the way we found it. And we are going to continue by making another staircase upward. So try to match the staircase if you can by making it go upward like this. Make sure the start matches up with the start down there. Now, hopefully, no. Okay. So I think there's a height variation which is going to affect the build, so we might have to move the railing back 1 block. Or change it. We are definitely going to have to change it. Or maybe why have railing at all? So let's try and put staircase here. Oh, that is disastrous. Okay. So we're going to have to adapt again. And we're going to have the railing here. Now this looks quite odd. Alright, first we're going to continue raising these up to create the frames. Finish that. There we go. Now this whole situation is odd. So before we move on, I will continue making the staircase like this. And we will use the normal block variant to make the obvious floor that is going to be here. Just bring it over. Like such. I'm sorry if my videos are long, by the way, but just know that building is a time-consuming process. Be aware of this as you pursue this hobby. Okay, so the roof is actually going to take shape as it has on the outside. So as you see, the roof here is unfinished and it is extremely painful to look at. So let us make these units here to help hold the house together. You will go to all sides of the house and do this. Sorry. Looks like the railing will be here. So why don't we move this back actually? There we go. That looks better. Okay. So let's grab the dark oak again and put it here like so. There, now your pets will not be falling out the window. Alright, so what you want to do is build upside down staircases here like so, and that will create a sort of cubby hole situation. Now you might think that this is useless space because what can you put in there? Well, if you are really into storage, I would recommend putting chests or barrels down there, because this is meant to be an attic after all, but it would be a very nice bed chamber as well. So if you want to do that, it is purely up to you, but we will be using this attic for storage purposes in this video. So if you just want to reverse what I do in these floors, you can. It's up to you. So let's finish this staircase pattern here. We're almost done. As you noticed, I put some full blocks of spruce up here as well. That is just to match the top of the building, because it has a spruce lining up there. Alright, so that is it for interior reworking. We've reworked this room, we've reworked the other room. As you see, it now flows when you walk through the building, and it feels more wholesome. It actually looks really small from the outside, but you have a lot more space in here than you'd think you'd have. Alright, so this will be your bedroom. Now your bedroom will have your bed, of course, so I think there's enough room to put 3 beds. You can split them apart if you're sharing the house with someone else, but if you're not, I would recommend that you use 3 beds like so. And if you want to create a bed frame, use trapdoors. Just grab one and put them here like so. Forgive that, but yeah, you will crawl into the side here and you will fall asleep, just like a normal bed. But that does kind of look funny, so we will remove that. That's just a tip if you want to save that. But I would save that for wool beds, which are placed in larger areas such as palaces and castles. Use this instead. Now secondly, you need to put nightstands. We will be using spruce on this floor because there is an absence of spruce here. So this will be the nightstand next to the husband and the nightstand next to the wife. It is important that you consider all parties when you make your house, because you don't know who will be moving into it. And if you do want to make them happy. Do not disappoint your people. Now here we need to give them a bunch of carpet, a bunch of room to be themselves, to party, do what they want. So the carpet here is actually big enough that you can integrate. So I recommend we put some purple carpet here and make it, okay, that is a horrible color palette, forgive me, but we will need to undo that. We will actually put yellow on the outside instead of red on the outside. It's a little flashy. Now in hallways this would work, but not here. I hate to say it, but we'll just have to do red again. Just make it simple. But we should probably change it from red to something else because the bed is already red. So I would recommend green. No, Christmas colors, we're not doing blue. Okay, we're doing blue. Okay, I just know some people do not like the Christmas color palette, so we're just gonna have it like so. But blue is a neighboring color of purple, so maybe we could have purple corners. Yes, that is perfect. That is perfect. See, you have a nice bedroom rug here. Now, it's best that you put some sort of lamp next to the bed. I usually use end rods. Use end rods and some sort of smaller block. A dragon's egg will do in this case. It might look weird, but that is what you can do. I wonder if you can put a bell as well. Okay, no, you can't put a bell. But a bell would be nice for the exterior. You need to ring a bell to enter the house. Consider it some sort of doorbell, if you will. As you can see, I overly rely on custom heads, which are player heads with textures that match what I'm looking for to do my job. But we will not be doing that. Okay, so we will use the sign thing again. This is a different kind of chair rather than downstairs. This is an office chair. The office chair will be here like so, and we will go ahead and put multiple items here. I think we can use the dragon egg for like an inkwell, like imagine if you can write with it. And we can use the rest of the space on the table for a book or a piece of paper. However, if you are a fan of medieval times, I would recommend that you use parchment. These scrolls look like parchment, so that is what we will do. It doesn't hurt to put personal storage here as well, so if you want, you can put decorated pots here. It would definitely fit there. I would go ahead and put railing here as well. Now it's not too efficient, but you're gonna have to jump up on this block anyway, so you might as well add some railing to that as well. Safety and security are important. Now, other than lamps, which we still have to figure out, there's a design that's coming to my mind. Let's see here. I'll just look it up. Turtle eggs. I've seen people put turtle egg lamps here. It doesn't exactly look the most medieval, but I mean, it works. But a lamp that glows like that is not medieval either. So if you want to add the medieval charm, I would put a lantern. Excuse me, I cannot type today. You would put lanterns. And here I would put some sort of wardrobe object. And I usually make my wardrobe objects out of trapdoors. So we will go and use trapdoors and simply doors themselves. Alright. Let's go ahead and place this here if you want extra storage. Add this up like so. And go ahead and let's go ahead and put an armor stand. Okay, we can't put the door there. Alright, so we will have to put the barrel up there. Let's see, will this affect the... No, it can't, so we can have extra storage there as well. Storage is important. And we can put the armor stand here and the door here. So if you have a special armor set, you can access it. Just follow this same middle pattern again if you want to make it wider. I'm going to make this one a little wider because why in the heck would you only have one? It will make the back inconsistent, but in my opinion that doesn't, well, it does matter. I am an OCD builder, so forgive me. My advice in this case, make these objects against a plain wall. like here, but we can't do it because of the bed. You can shrink the bed if you want, but just add something like that. Now this is what we will use bookshelves for. I might go to these chisel bookshelves, that might work. But if you also want to get a picture of empty bookshelves, you can also use the loom. If you place a loom to the side, it will also look like a bookshelf. Or filing cabinet. You can use it for filing cabinets, but we will not do that because that's not medieval. So let's continue to make a bookshelf. That looks great. And over here, why not do the same? There we go. It's becoming more of a home as we work on it. So let's continue working with the torch. I'll go ahead and get my handy dandy item frame, and you want to go ahead and do this. There we go. We now have a stable bedroom where you can be yourself and personalize it. On your nightstands, you could also put sniffer eggs if you like sniffers. Just basically put anything you see as a trophy. The classic thing that people did for decoration is potted objects. I'll use the cherry tree since people tend to like those. You could also put some green as well. It's always good to put some green plants inside your house because the house itself is not green. You can also hang banners in here as well, so I might actually take this banner, which is a mirror as well. You would like to put the mirror next to your bed, close to it, so I would just have it here as if it's leaning against it. And yeah, here's an elytra banner. You could just personalize this room at this point. It's like a college dormitory. Do not use this one. I'll just go ahead and place it anyway in case you were asking. That is not a good ideology. It is called communism. Do not be a communist, please. It is a failed ideology that is leading to a war in Ukraine. So please, don't be communist. Alright, so I'm seeing a fallacy here, so let's fix that up. Let me actually destroy that. That should not be in the house. Here, so let's go ahead and place our storage. Players tend to get a bunch of storage while they're need a bunch of storage, excuse me, while they're building. So let's go ahead and make individual units that they can later sort. And let's leave a gap here for the window. Actually, no, let's just leave the rest like that. Alright, so if you want to spice up your storage unit, you can put an item frame on top of the chest and label it whatever you want. So this would be my gardening chest. This would be my wood chest. You could open it like so from the top and put it in like that. So that is sandwiched into the building really well. Now let's go ahead and borrow our old friends the books again and put some utility in this room. This might not be the most comfortable setup, but this will allow you to enchant. Since there's less storage here, let's make it like so. And let's see if the enchanting book will be receptive to the amount of books that we placed. We're going to need lapis lazuli to double check that. Let's see. And okay, I need something to put in there. It is very, very pushy with me. I do not like this. I'm simply trying to build. Yes. So if you want to put, if we wanted a looting 3 sword, we could get it. So yeah, this would be the perfect place to put an enchanting room and a storage unit. However, you can also put other things in here as well. This is the attic, so it is purely your choice. If you want to just make it look like a storage unit, I would recommend making beehives, note blocks, and getting barrels, because in combination, they look like a stack of boxes. So just make your stack of boxes like so, and you can pack your attic as much as you can. I've certainly done this in my other builds, so I would recommend doing it here too. And there you go. That is it for interior design of the house. I will do exterior modification in a separate video. So please, I hope you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you like this video, please make more requests and I will happily answer them. This is King Devington of Orlennia, and I hope to see you in the next video. Farewell, my friends.